Hey guys, good morning. I know it's morning, so I'm doing this in the morning because I'm home today from work because I have pink eye. So one of my coworkers asked me if somebody farted on my pillow. I don't know if you guys saw that movie. What was it? Oh, Knocked Up, I think it was, with Katherine Heigl and Jonah. I can't remember his name. Anyway, long story short, yes, I have pink eye. I wear a lot of makeup, and sometimes my makeup brushes don't get cleaned properly. Anyway, long story short, I'm home. I'm going to do the reading today early and get it out the way so that I can enjoy the rest of my day. That sounded really bad, actually. Yeah, I enjoy doing the readings, so it's not like I needed to get it out of the way. But there are nights that I'm just tired and you know. Anyway, woosah. Happy Friday. Welcome to the weekend. For those of us where it started a little bit earlier than others, and for those who have not started their weekend yet, I hope you're looking forward to it. We're going to get some energies out today because I'm babbling. We got the King of Cups. So this is about our emotional body. If you notice the King, if the water represents emotion, which I think it does here, he is navigating it nicely, regardless of the waves around him. He doesn't seem to be capsizing. If you notice, the boat is very steady, safe, sturdy is the word I'm looking for. So with him being so sturdy and navigating his emotions clearly, and you know what I'm just noticing? He's on the older side of years, and I think what this is telling me is that there are there are ways to handle our emotions that only come with age, right? So if you think about, let's say if you have kids, for example, you have a lot shorter patience with your kids than you do with your grandkids, right? And that's not because your grandkids are, well, maybe it's because your grandkids are better than your kids. I don't know, but at the end of the day, you're older. You have had more time to decide what is worth you getting emotional or upset about, and what is not worth that, right? So having that wisdom of being able to navigate our emotions, that's a beautiful energy for us to be in. It can be really triggering for other people, especially when they don't understand it, right? When they're getting upset about something and you're not, and they're like, how are you not upset right now? And you're just like, yeah, it's whatever. It's a thing, right? Like, it happens. I've survived it before. I will survive it again. Love that energy for us. Next card out is the Seven of Wands. Feeling defensive about that. It's kind of like what I was just talking about. Somebody else kind of attacking the fact that you're not upset enough, if that makes sense. It can be self-defense, protection against other people, people attacking you. Notice she is not necessarily attacking. She's defending, right? All these things are coming in at her, but her arms are not raised. Her arms are not, her arrow is not pointed in the direction of, right? She's just ready to defend herself, but not attack. And that is the difference here, right? So if you are a football fan, I guess the best defense is a good offense, or the best offense is a good defense. I forget which way it goes, but either way, it's really hard to be good at both. So, or you can't really do both at the same time, I should say. So she is more in a defensive stance. It's very orange, very sacral chakra, very creative energy, which the wands are all about creation. So maybe defending your creativity, right? Maybe you see things a little differently than they do. She obviously is upset about it, right? And looking over this way as opposed to directly in front. Because this, if you were to look at this like in a 3D way, the attack is coming from us, but she's looking to the side. She's seeing things differently. I like that for us. I like that. I like that energy. It sucks to have to be defensive, but you know what? When you're in the high vibe energy, people are going to be drawn to you, and people are going to attack you, and people are going to just say, oh my God, you're so lucky. You never had to work for anything in your life, and blah, 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 blah. And you and I both know that's not true, but, people's opinions really are none of our business. So there's that. Our next card. Wow, that really came out. Four of Pentacles. Kind of flipped the card and everything. It landed near my, I'll show you. It landed near my cousin M. So maybe M's come to visit us, and Ruth for that matter. But yeah, sorry, let me put the camera back. So we've got the Four of Pentacles. And this is like just kind of keeping things close to you. Like, you know, not really willing to give up much, not being greedy, but being frugal. Maybe so, being frugal with your money. Making sure, well, actually, not money necessarily. It could be resources, right? So Four of Pentacles talks about the desire for long-term success, and that can come in the way of money unless that's your definition of success is different, like mine. My definition of success comes with fulfillment, and so my resources, I put all of my resources into that. But this is being really, really kind of keeping your energy close to you, and not really wanting to be very overly generous with it. Next card out, Two Wands in the reverse. I knew she was coming back, but it looks like the decision has been made, right? Whatever decision this was, and we got the wands on the right side again. Whatever the decision was that we were trying to make last week when we were getting her in the upright has been made, potentially. Or maybe some plans that she did make, they're starting to fall apart. Or maybe she's made a different decision. Either way, the decision that we thought we had, we no longer have. So there's that. So what do we got here? We got managing our emotions really well, right? Feeling a little bit defensive, keeping our energy close to heart, and that decision that got undone or made or changed in some way. So I hope this is making sense for you, for your story. It's making sense for me, for my story. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I think I've explained it pretty well. Let's get some advice for the situation. Advice for the situation. Best advice for our situation. Well, we got two. One was the Ten of Swords. That came out second. The Hermit. This is the second time I saw the Hermit in reverse. I actually saw it when I was shuffling. So we talk about the Hermit in reverse. The Hermit, let's talk about it in the upright first. The Hermit carries the star within his lantern. You know, everything, his whole universe is in the palm of his hand. And we have the Hermit in the reverse. So when we talk about the Hermit in reverse, what we're really looking at is putting things out there, maybe. I want to say it's like authenticity, but it could be loneliness, right? It could be repeating past mistakes. It could be being alone and feeling alone, right? So when the Hermit's in the upright and he's alone, he's not necessarily feeling alone. Maybe this is feeling alone. Maybe this is feeling neglected, left out in some way. And when you pair that with the Ten of Swords, it's like it's coming from the outside, right? Somebody else is making us feel alone. But really, if you're holding the star within your own lantern, whose swords are these? They're the swords of your thoughts and your words and your mind. It's how you're thinking about the situation that is making you feel battered and beat up, right? Maybe this is you. Maybe this is the person you're thinking about. But the advice is to, go within. Really, go within and let the loneliness be the loneliness. Let the hurt for a minute, right? This might hurt. The tarot reading is the tarot channel is called This Might. Not the channel. We use the cards that are called This Might Hurt. So regardless, that's the advice, right? So it's watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts and how you feel about the isolation. Is it isolation or is it solitude? That's something I talk about with my clients a lot. What we don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Fool in reverse. So if we, we're going to always repeat cycles, because cycles don't necessarily change. It's us that changes. So what this is telling me is we're thinking about, if we continue to think about what we've always thought about, we're going to continue to get what we've always gotten. We have to be the change that we want to see in the world. I hope that makes sense. All right, I'm going to leave it there, guys, because I'm off for the day. You guys take care, and we'll talk tomorrow.